Hello and welcome. So this is going to be a lore reading where I see what we learned by clearing out a bit more of Kal'Hirol. Should be a bunch of it because we've encountered a few new monsters and a bunch of history. So let's see here. The children. The children appear to be twisted mutations of Darkspawn. They have set even Hurlocks, Genlocks, and Ogres fleeing. The monsters appear first as childer grubs, gruesome larval creatures that wriggle on the ground. This is the only vulnerable stage of their development. To squish them is to do the world a favor. When grubs devour flesh of slain darkspawn, a dramatic change occurs. To a sound of tearing flesh, legs emerge. The childer now can run down its prey with startling speed. Disciples. The disciples are darkspawn that have become sapient after some sort of process of awakening, after which they choose their own names. They are cunning, powerful, and hold influence over non-awakened darkspawn. The disciples are split into two factions. Some serve the architect and some the mother. Not sure actually. So that might have been some of the lore things we found, but anyway, culture and... Alright, what do we have? The Fortress of Kal'Hirol. The Fortress of Kal'Hirol was established by Kal'Hirol and became known as a center of learning for smiths. Its workshops are where Kal'Hirol conceived his famous improvements to golem resilience and power, and where Hirol's favorite student developed a method for storing refined lyrium that is still used today. These breakthroughs brought Kal'Hirol great prosperity, its passages glittering with gold and silver. For decades, the Tig was the favorite home of the apprentice smiths. Unfortunately, as time wore on, only the richest could afford to train there. How did they have caste lists then? When the Darkspawn came, Kal'Hirol was among the first of the great Tigs to fall, where people still mourn the loss. Though, wait. The golems were created specifically to fight the Darkspawn. And so if this was an improvement to them, I don't think they would have been the first to fall. But anyway, from the reigns of Shipper Azarian, Kal'Hirol was born a warrior. He excelled at arms and strategy, but was not content. Hirol believed he was born outside the caste system, able to be whatever he chose, a warrior, smith, even a noble. He would not rest until he'd mastered the art of war, the art of smithing, and the art of rulership, I think would be a better word for that. He was eccentric, maybe even mad. Some said he'd taken too many blows to the head in the provings, yet Hirol accomplished what he set out to do. He trained under the greatest smiths and the greatest warriors, and his achievement in both fields were so great that the assembly could not help but make him a paragon. Thus the noble house Hirol was born, from the writings of Azarian. Dalen's Journal. To Plutanus. More southern Tigs have fallen. Varen Tig and Kal'Barosh are overrun. 4,000 lives lost. The Darkspawn are almost at the gates of Kal'Hirol. The fortress must be evacuated. For Plutanus. There will be an exodus to Orzammar. Many nobles are appalled. Orzammar being a trade city so close to the surface, they fear losing their stone sense to the surface vapors. A ridiculous notion, but Orzammar is the easiest to defend. 7 Plutanus scouts have sighted the horde. It is vast. To overrun the Darkspawn, the commanders say to outrun the Darkspawn, saying we must leave now with nothing but bare essentials. 7 Plutanus Addendum. I have volunteered to remain behind with a contingent of men. We'll hold off the Darkspawn so others can escape. Ancestors have mercy. 9 Plutanus. The casteless are still here, forgotten in the panic. Are we sure they're forgotten and not just disregarded? They are 500 strong. If even half can be inspired to fight, they'll make an army. There's a chance, a small chance, that this will make the difference. 10 Plutanus. 200 men and women. Ancestors grant that 200 are enough. 15 Plutanus. The Darkspawn have pushed us back to the inner keep. Only a handful of us survive, but we've held them back for 5 days. We could not have done this without the castless. No, not castless. To call them castless would be a mistake. Their sacrifice must not be forgotten. Notes. Scouts report. The defenses have fallen and the golems are lost. There were several still around. The way is clear from the pillars of Kadesh to Kal'Hirol. The Darkspawn are 3 days from Kal'Hirol, 4 at most. Prepare the Tig. And that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Do any relevant things with YouTube's buttons, and have a nice day.